You know, the Imperial Star Destroyer for just a power of triangular Doritos is actually surprisingly hard to draw. I'm not sure if this Dorito is properly Imperial Star Destroyer shaped. That's a pretty okay Imperial Star Destroyer. I mean, this part is clearly not in any way following any shapes and dimensions, but I mean, it is not necessary to change this art to black and white inverted black canvas, white lines, but we are in space, so it is fitting. Yes, space. What is this bulb underneath the, what do you call this? The belly of the Imperial Star Destroyer. Oh, it's a reactor. There's a reactor over here. Oh, there's a reactor. What layer am I on? Oh, okay, hold on a second. Cut and paste. So, this here is an Imperial Star Destroyer's reactor. These are its engines. I mean, it's what do you call it? Rockets? No. Propulsion? Yeah. Also, apparently these balls at the top are shield generators. They just... yeah. Now, one thing about the Imperial Star Destroyer that I've always found strange is that, like, where are the guns? You know, is this thing gonna have guns? Where them guns at? Come on. Like, where's the heat beam packet, man? I mean, like, yeah, sure, there's a hangar here that allows it to, like, shoot out a bunch of this little buzzy, what do you call this thing again? A drone? No. The starfighters? Like, come on, starfighters! You know, they should not be the main way you should fight a space war. You should use guns, like big ship battleship guns. Oh wow, those are tiny guns. So Imperial Star Destroyer's guns are actually really ass tiny. They're like this, and these are the guns. And even then, I'm still making them a little too big because inside of a real Star Wars picture, you won't see the guns like this. Like they're not as obvious as the guns here in an actual picture. You can't even distinguish them out. Okay. I mean, like, okay. Initially, I thought the Imperial Star Destroyer is kind of cool, but like, not so much anymore. You know, the Imperial Star Destroyer. They need to make they need to feel more like a battleship. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh lord. Okay, so for example, if I were to draw an what do you call it? An actual battleship here, like something like this, right? And then here's the waves. Here's like the gun tower, the command tower of the gun, and then what you would have are turrets like this, and they big, with guns sticking out. And here's them guns, and then like there's the rest of the ship, and then like bang, bang. Like, you know, that's how a battleship will look like. You should see the massive guns. And these guns are tiny, you know. It's like, okay. It's like you have a large platform, right? You have a large platform. You don't want to just put like thousands of tiny guns on it, because it's small and ineffective. No, and you have a large platform. The guns should be proportionally big. Like one big gun deals more damage than dozens and dozens of tiny guns. You get what I'm saying? Oh god. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to like remake the Imperial Star Destroyer real quick. Okay. So first of all, it needs bigger guns. Like way bigger guns. Yeah. This is how an Imperial Star Destroyer should look like, with massive guns at the top. Actually, you know what? Let's extend the hull and add some guns at the bottom as well. Is get rid of the things in this middle section here. Like if you look at the middle section of Imperial Star Destroyer, you know, that stuff is not armor. What is that stuff? Hangar? You don't need that hangar. You already have a hangar on the bottom. Bottom hangar is enough. Or like, you know, no. Get rid of hangars in general. You don't need hangars. You're an Imperial battleship. You use battleship guns. Why are you using starfighters? Okay, like Star Wars need the starfighters, because at the end of the day, it's not a space, what do you call it? Like a ship-driven show, you know? It is a what do you call it? Character-driven show where like the ship is only like there to just look cool and whatever. But like ships should play a how do I say this? A more important role in determining how things should look like. So no to starfighters and yes to guns. Massive guns. Guns. Hold on a second. This is a strange tirade I'm going through, but like, I just thought of like the perfect. First of all, the half side panel section of the ship will now consist of armor, angular armor, and the guns. You know, we are in space. There is no up and down. So fundamentally speaking, the guns need to be arranged in a way with which they can traverse in 360 degrees. But I still want to keep the angular motif. So, let's use a angular sort of turrets like this. Yes, with guns sticking out this way. Yes, and it can aim all the way everywhere, and 360 degrees arc coverage. And whereas the old ship, you only can shoot at like, okay, you can only shoot at like this side and this side, and you can't shoot at nothing here, according to the orthodox Imperial Star Destroyer, and that ain't look so good. And also that's really ineffective. Like if any ship just gets underneath an Imperial Star Destroyer, like let's say this UFO here just got underneath it and start firing at it, then the Imperial Star Destroyer have no way to defend itself, and will basically just have to, you know, spin around and like try to get itself to the what do you call it, facing the proper way that the gun should be facing, which is somewhere more like this, but then like, how can a Imperial Star Destroyer spin actually? It only has engine proportions on the back, right? Like that's the only way a Imperial Star Destroyer can go anyway. Like how does it go? That's a, I never even, wow, that is way more of a design flaw than I thought. God damn. Wow, the Imperial Star Destroyer can redesign. I mean, I want a command bridge with 360-degree coverage. However, I want more angular armor too. Yeah, we'll have 2 bridges on your ship. And then, both the top and the bottom of your ship, you'll have guns. You have guns facing everywhere. Yep. All the guns can move independently freely. Yes. I think, do they really need a sort of... Nah, I don't think they need any sort of gun command tower. I think gun technology have improved in such a way that's like it certainly has improved. Yeah. Oh, also the command tower will be full of small guns to defend itself against what do you call it? Starfighters, quad, flag, and there will be no weak points. And then over here we'll have secondary propulsion that allows it to actually maneuver quickly and smoothly. And then in the engine deck we'll have a actually hold on a second, let me look up something. To be quite honest, I can't really tell how large the ship engine should be, so I'll just make this protruding thing at the end that's just kind of like this, and it will blast the freaking space. Yeah. Oh, also the secondary engine is what do you call it? Also is the point of heat explosion or dissipation. Yes. Oh, wait, hold on. Also, it's gonna be very, very, how do you call this? The exhaust of secondary engines would have radiator rings like this, because they're designed to dissipate heat. I mean, I think the ship in general should have grooves all over it just to dissipate heat, because in space it is important to dissipate heat. Because at the end of the day, the dangers of a spacecraft, right, is that it is hard to dissipate heat, and I don't know, your crew needs some water and oxygen. But like, come on, we're in space. Like I don't think it should be. I don't think like a spaceship should really be crewed by human beings in the future, because, or maybe human beings don't need water and oxygen in the future. I mean, come on, guys, sci-fi people, use some imagination. Just make more post-human creatures, like the space people. Space people. I don't need no water. I don't need no bones. I function with tentacles and tentacly hands with fingers and. Okay, this is getting off topic. Hold on a second. Let me just concretify my design. Yep. Oh yeah, secondary engines, main bridge 1 and 2, and there will be its 2 large cannons. If only I'm better at drawing geometrical shapes, I can probably make this thing better. Oh yes, and then there's the engine. This thing actually looks kind of like a dart. And then we'll have its small perimeter defense weapons. Oh, and then we can talk about its doctrine too. When it faces the enemy, its potential enemy, what it will do is that it will use its secondary engines to propel it in such a way that it is aligned properly with how where the enemy should be. So if this is those goddamn blasted aliens that are trying to screw with us, right, we're gonna align our ship with which the angle of the lasers is gonna deflect off. Yes, can lasers... Actually, yeah, of course lasers can be deflected. And so are projectile weapons. Yes. And then, it'll align its guns, both top and bottom, to where the enemy should be at. Like right over here. And then we'll give him a full salvo of death and destruction and just blow him up. Yes. This is genius. Man, come on! Oh god, I should have been the ship designer in George Lucas's film, man. Like, come on! You see, this is man, like if you throw a regular Star Destroyer up against this, I should give this thing a cool name. I can't think of a cool name for this thing. I'm gonna call it the Astro Darts. Because it looks like a darts. The Imperial Dreadnought. I don't want to use the word dreadnought. It's so derivative. Oh god. Imperial Terrornaut. Horrornaut? Doomnaut. I can't think of a good way to name this thing. I mean, if you kind of think about it, if you look at this ship in a certain way, right? Like right on the side, and all the guns are just pointing up directly, like this, right? And then this here. You know what this thing looks like? It kind of looks like a... I have no idea what this thing looks like. It looks like a crab. I was thinking this thing looked like the Imperial Crab. Imperial Lobster. Imperial Fish. Hold on, let me look up the Latin name for fish. Or crab. Imperial Cancer. Oh, wait, hold on. What about the SS Space Cancer? Oh, what about the SS Chemotherapy? This name is not very serious, and I love it. Hold on a second. What about the SS Cancer treatment? Maybe I should go with lobster. What's lobster in Latin? Locusta? That is... I guess maybe the Imperial Grammars is not that bad. Imperial Grammars. I think I'll call you the Imperial Cancer Grammus. Chemogrammus. I think I'll think of a name later. Hold on, what's the battleship that the what do you call them? The good guys in Star Wars use. If it's the Calamari class. Wow. I just realized something. I mean, we literally just call the calamari, it's just squid. So the Imperial Grammus is actually not bad. Oh, what about the Imperial Gramnuts? The Imperial Gramnuts. Gramnuts. Gramnos. Gramnos. Oh, okay. Gramnos. How to... you can pronounce this part as Mausght. Gramost. Yes. You see, that is what you call space English in the future of wherever the heck Star Wars take place. Look at his guns. Oh man, that's a deadly salvo right there. Oh man, let's do the same thing I did to the calamari thing. First of all, calamari, you know, this word, it's too dumb. Also, how does a calamari ship look like again? Mon calamari. Oh wow, the Mon calamari ship has no distinct features, and it just looks like a bunch of spheres stuck together. Bro, what is this? What is this? Man, the Mon calamari is too. There's no distinct shape or feature. It's literally just a baguette with some warts and cancer on it. I mean, man, this thing is hideous. Like it kind of, yeah. First of all, what I want is 360-degree gun coverage. 360 degrees of, what do you call it? Command tower visual. 360 degree of secondary engine maneuvers. And a big engine at the back. I think we could keep the baguette shape, even though I think it's awful. First of all, we have to give our space squid baguette some distinct shapes at the back, like maybe like this. We'll have a bulbous ball at the back, and then we'll add some engines. No, actually I don't like it that much. I think I'm gonna go with more of a darty shape with the Mon calamari. And to keep up with the little squid motif, right? How about we have some fins? Oh, this is a rocket. Hold on. I don't think squid have fins like this. Bulged out engines in the back that kind of goes like this. Yes. You probably need some like a belt of secondary engines. Oh, let's have like a belt of secondary engines that kind of corkscrew on that kind of screws on the side. Oh, that's a strange design. Yes. I mean, I do want 360-degree gun coverage though. Let's have a mobile turret like this, like a belt here that allows to turn 360. Now I want a good turret design though. What sort of turret should we have? Let's put another belt on the back as well. Now look a bit like a submarine. I just have a not that bad idea. It's gonna have a bulge at the back like this. It's gonna be used for like the armor bulkhead to like carry like ammunition and like stuff and whatever, and then the guns would just be sticking out on the side. So basically speaking here, this is our squid space baguette. This here is like a ring, and then our gun would stick out just right over here. It will have what do you call it? Like this here is like a XYZ, right? XYZ axis of transition. It will have a X-axis transition over here, and a Z-axis transition over here, and theoretically speaking, like with 2 degrees of like movement, it should have enough means to have 360 degrees of gun coverage. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm kind of tempted to just leave it like this, but then again, I still do want a command. What do you call it? A little command. Command. What do you call that thing? A command tower. Yeah. I wanna expand the little secondary engines here These bulges are of course used for heat dissipation. Yes. Ah, this corkscrew design. It is indeed very, very interesting. Yes. Yes. You know, I'm kind of tempted to just like stick the little gun towers here, the command towers here, and the command tower just kind of moves along with the what do you call it? The turret ring. But then again, it does kind of make the gun look not as impressive. So I'm gonna have it be a small command tower. Actually, you know what? Nah. Let's just have the command tower be over here. Yeah. And then on the side over here, there will just be small guns, defending against what do you call it? Starfighters and encroachment. Oh yeah. I'm gonna call this a Neo Calamari. Okay, so if this thing, a new Calamari class, if we have to go up against a what do you call this thing? This is a side view, by the way. A Neo Calamari has to go up against I forgot what they're called. A Gremlin class battleship. It'll probably look something like this. Oh, and they'll be also like super far away too, because like I'm just kind of sick and tired of like Star Wars engagement taken in such close range. I want to see the shells fly. You get what I'm saying? I want to see some velocity to my shells. Okay. So the Gremlin class have an advantage in gun numbers, but the Calamari class does have an advantage in maneuverability, and it doesn't have to angle its armor. No armor angling, and because of its design, it is presumably also quite cheap to build, but it does have issues of being kinda outgunned. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was feats very good motifs here, with the little motifs being. Oh yeah, and then. Oh man, and then they'll be big, like this. Yes, the guns are approximately this around the same size, and then they'll start firing each other. Ah, also, I just realized something. We also need shields. To be quite honest, do shields even do anything in Star Wars? You know what? I'm gonna pull a funny one here and just say, Star Wars don't need shields. Like when have shields ever done anything that is plot significant in Star Wars? Now that I think about it. And also, they don't even look good. It's just like empty space that just stops the laser from like pouncing here. You know what? It is time. It is time that we make ship armor actually does its thing, and it just gets some like damages over here, and just like ping and pang, and gets damaged and burnt. Yes, this is perfect. Oh god, I should be a sci-fi writer, I swear. Alright. I've been drawing for quite some time now. I think that's enough drawing for me today. If we reach 100 subscribers, I'll do a demonetization video where we'll talk about all things that is extremely sus. Yeah. Alright. See you guys next time when I talk about and draw about Star Wars stuff, I guess.